jail on the big low. Where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on you. Better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players. My folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em glow, stop overthinking, these can't fuck with you. Get 'em glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on God. Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, glow, curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow, keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow, and my bumping up in the jail on the yeah, glow.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. A weekend where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Here's a give up the middle. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Okay, ready?
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Come on, set! Go!
Now a give running right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. Now, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to it, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Back-to-back carries here. He gets the first and more inside the 15. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. Finds his back complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Red, 23, go, go! Red.
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Hey, easy, Ralph! Hot.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is first and 10 at the 36.
On red.
Now Lawrence. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Colts get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now a give on the counter. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Fits it through the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 28 out of that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll run here on first down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Into traffic. Complete. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Richardson on third. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, run. Silver.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Another carry for him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Okay, break.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Red on red. Here we go, son.
Lawrence now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's caught for the 1st. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars reach pay dirt for the first time this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Rolling into enemy territory. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. The lateral goes haywire, fumble. He cuts it toward the right sideline. There's a lot of space. The 30. Gets the 10. And Jacksonville makes a let's go. Touchdown. The Jaguars can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker. He doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. To put that ball in his hands, wasn't going to be denied.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep. Brought in, inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Running this one left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Richardson. All in left side. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll try and punch it in. Runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 2nd quarter lead. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Please at 24.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. From the shotgun, Lawrence launches one deep downfield. Connects on the crosser. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game at 21. Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Starts out with a first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be second down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Richardson now on first and 10. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No look on his first look of the game. And now they face second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Let's go now.
Richardson now on second and 10. Buys time, rolling right. That one's complete, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Former number 1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Cut out left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Third down, 1 yard to go. Man in motion here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. Give him 3 on that game. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Hey, check that.
Now give left side. Room to run inside the 20. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Back to the well again. Scores, touchdown Indy. The Colts get some late points and the lead. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, go!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Jaguar first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throw left side, complete. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ready?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Red 23. Alert! Red.
On first down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
He's got a man left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll go down shy of the end zone and mark him at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Hey, yo, fresh out the. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging.